damn reviews of the Galaxy Tab 3. This review that I'm doing is more of a helpful decision-making review. I'm not going to be a white-collar preppy using proper grammar words. I'm not going to go into too much detail as far as specs. So if you're looking for that, you can stop the video. Okay? Alright, rest of us. If you're the type of person who owns a lot of equipment and you're not Asian, you have unnecessary amount of electronic devices. You have more than one laptop and you have more than one cell phone, and a lot of them are all fucked up from dropping them. Then this is the proper review for you to watch. If your phone looks all fucked up like this, where the edges are all jacked up from dropping it, and chipped up on the top like that, you are definitely in the right place. As you can see, I've dropped this phone quite a few times. Okay, this is actually the Note. Before I wound up going online and purchasing this, which was very cheap. And now that I've still dropped it, I don't damage it, because of this case does make a big difference. It does suppress a lot of the shot when it falls. I haven't broke the screen yet, thank God. But I've actually had an issue where I've tried to charge this with the Xbox 360, and it has some kind of it creates some kind of surge. It's not really clean, so it's actually shorted out my circuit board for the USB, and I've replaced it twice, so I know now not to fucking plug it in. So please do not plug your Samsung devices in your Xbox to charge, because you will fuck them up. Okay, knowing that, I'm going to open this up. I actually got the brown version because everybody and their fucking mother's got the white one for some odd reason, and I don't usually keep shit clean. Surprisingly, this thing is clean. You already know what's in the damn box. Wall plug, a USB, and the sync cable. So we're not gonna spend time doing that. Now I did have the Hisense, as the guy pronounced it, Zero 7 Pro. I did love it. It was heavy. It was over 12 ounces. The picture was crisp. It was clean. That's my phone. The camera was nice. The camera actually had some kind of face recognition, and obviously I don't know if it was front. I think it was front recognition I had, because I was doing a review video and I had it facing me, and it actually did have I kept seeing a little circle, so it was actually had fake face recognition, and it had a flash on the back. What else was good about that? It had smooth operation. It had material on the back that have a rubber, plastic, vinyl style material on the back, which made it easy to grip. But you know what? I fucking dropped that thing 3 times already. One time in my room, once outside, and one in my car. And the problem was it was heavy. You have to deal with the weight, and you have to deal with shape. Obviously, this one I've dropped this phone, but I used to own a HTC 2, and I dropped the shit out of that phone. I actually finally cracked the screen on that one. This one I didn't drop as much, but you know what? I've seen this phone in many nightclubs that I go to, and I am the only person that doesn't have the screen cracked. And the reason for that is this $2 rubber case that I have around it, and I also have a carrying case that I use, and it actually fits in the carrying case. So this is why I fell in love with the Samsung. And as not too many people know, there's 2 types of screens. Yeah, I mean there's an upcoming screen, but the 2 basics were the LCD, and then there's a LCD TFT, and that's what this one is. TFT is not as crisp as a solid LCD, but it has more of a kind of a plastic coat to it versus the other one, which is glass. This is obviously glass, but it's what they call an underglass. So this is you got this coat here, and you have the digitizer underneath, versus the glass one where it's just straight glass, and then the digitizer is glass. So you're dealing with two coats of glass, which is why I took it back. There's two reasons I took that back. Number one, the weight of it, and the fact that I already dropped it 3 times. So I knew that after that 14th day of return to Walmart that it was gonna fucking break. I'm referring to the Hisense Zero 7 Pro. And number 2 was the fact that that stupid fucking thing would only record video in 3GP. Who the fuck wants to record in 3G on a tablet? And then you do a review, and you know what I had to do? Once I did my review, I had to download it from my tablet, go on my computer, run it through a converter to convert it from 3GP to AVI. So I got this totally compressed file, and then I'm expanding it again. So you know what happens when you keep doing that? It's just like rubber, and when you keep doing it, you're gonna loosen it up, you're gonna fuck it up, it's gonna look like shit. So I was like, why the hell I don't want to do that? I want to be able to do a review and then put it on the computer, put it, and then ready to go. So that was the 2 main reasons. However, I did like the fact that it had the face recognition on the screen. When I was doing facial upfront videos, like in the front camera format, it would actually show up a circle around my face. So it had face recognition, and it had well, the backside had autofocus, which was really good. But the fact that I've been seeing reviews on the light version of it where people were having problems with the battery taking a shit, and I figure, well, even though this one's new on the market, the 7 Pro, eventually it would take a shit. So I don't want to talk too much on that, because I do have a video on my page that goes through a complete review on it. This one is basically for this. So the reason I got this, like I said, the screen's a little bit stronger. It would take a little bit more abuse. This one is not as crisp as the other one, but I can live with it. It still serves its purpose. A little bit thinner, put a rubber case on it, and I'll be able to do whatever I can with it. And when I did, I went to my friend's restaurant, and I was able to use the IR, and immediately within 20 seconds, I was able to change his TV and have control. There's a software in here. I don't want to get too detailed in it, because more than likely you won't be using the software in here. If you want to get really good software and not have to pay for that shit, all you have to do is go to Google and type in, let's say for instance, Need for Speed NFS, and then put .apk and Google, and you'll find all kinds of free shit, which is illegal. So don't do it if you're like one of those people who are afraid to tear the mattress off their fucking bed. But yeah, basically, you got your SD. I haven't got a micro SD card yet. I'm gonna pick one up tomorrow. Stereo speakers, your micro USB, which is obviously your charge as well. There's your IR that I just mentioned. I don't like the fact that you have to hold it this way in order to use it, but I guess you can live with it. There's your rocker volume control, your power, and they seem to be really solid, so I don't see those messing up. And at top there's your headphone placement. And also another thing too, I wanted a tablet that actually had the hardware for the button, for home button. I mean, because the other one actually had them in the software as far as the screen embedded version, and I really didn't like that. So I like the fact I wish they would have illuminated these buttons, but man, it's not a big deal. Not like that other guy that was crying about the fucking shit. But it does have true movement. It's really smooth. I don't see too much difference compared to using the other one. And also, another thing with this is, even though it doesn't have digital zoom for the camera, I can live with it, because that's what I have my phone for. You shouldn't really have to take pictures with a tablet anyway. I mean, if you're gonna do some messing around. And also with that other one, it had a push button for screen photo, but this one, I think, oh, maybe you don't have it. I'm thinking of this phone. The phone does it. The phone has that where you swipe it across and it takes a picture. I don't even know if this one even does it. I haven't got to it. But like I said, this video is just to help you make a decision. Everybody's talking about the Google tablet and everything else, but you know what? If you're on the go, you watch videos, you like playing games, you want to get online, you want to put this in your pocket, you want to get a case, you want to be able to just kind of treat it like a phone, but you don't want to treat it like a phone, because we all know if you use your phone too much, the battery's gonna dead and you're gonna have no fucking phone. And you want to be able to play with your phone, but in a secondary manner, which that's what the tablet's perfect for. So never mind how people talking about how it's not as crisp and clean and the quality isn't as good as the glass one. Of course it's not, because the other one is more of a pure glass surface, when this is not. But you can live with that, because this is a little bit lighter, so if I do happen to drop it, I'm going to have less risk of cracking the screen. But I'm going to get a outer box case for it anyway, and that's going to keep me from doing it as well. And if I can make it thin enough where I can put it in my pocket, that's fine. So I don't see a problem with using this. I think you'd be happy with it. After I took the other one back, I feel more comfortable with this one. Immediately when I first bought it, I felt like, okay, I'm not going to take this one back. So that's just a small review that I just wanted to give to you and just kind of help you if you're like me, who spent like 2-3 weeks trying to decide what kind of tablet you want. Obviously it's a dual core. The other one was a quad core. Dual core is enough, okay? Obviously if your games get full, you can put the SD card in there, get you a 64, and use the program that actually will transfer those installed onto the onboard memory onto the card, and you're ready to go. I'm sure there's other things about this as far as a video out and everything else. I'm not going to go through all that. I just wanted to help you try to find the right tablet. And if you're a rugged man, a guy on the go, and you have a feeling you might drop it, go for this. This is the Galaxy Samsung Tab 3.